you know, the mayor being a man of great resources, perhaps, and persuasion power, not just because he's the mayor and can use the resources of the city, but he has the ability to give money, and I'll get into that later. He was able to push this agenda, and rather than getting an outright no, and because there was this talk that there was going to be this federal money, and this thought that legislators didn't want to be put into a position of saying no to what was being talked about as $1 billion for mass transit from the feds if we did something, so they agreed to do legislation to appoint the commission, and the commission got appointed in the fall. Legislation was done over the summer, and the way this was set up is the commission was supposed to come out with a plan, which they did by the end of January, and then the city council and the state legislature would have about 2 months by the end of March. March 31st is the deadline to pass something or do nothing. And the federal government agreed by that. But when it turned out that they were going to do a plan, the federal government essentially, instead of coming up with $1 billion for New York, they came up with $354 billion. And I talked before about all these strings that are attached to this plan. And I don't think, if I was doing the negotiations, I would like to think that I could have done a better deal than that. I think that shortchanged us a great deal. So